But he would take me into this darkness. And it was like we were just traveling through the darkness. And the farther we went, the deeper we went, the darker it got. And the darker it got, the more weight I could feel against myself. And the more weight I could feel against myself, I could feel it just sucking the life out of me, just sucking the breath. I couldn't breathe. And then I saw which is people's faces. And they were pushing up. They were trying to push themselves up out of this darkness. And just to breathe, they couldn't breathe. And they were just trying to catch a breath. And they couldn't catch a breath. And it was that constant motion, a constant struggle. And then and they couldn't breathe. And then then he took me to another place. I couldn't find relief. And I saw little pools of fire. It was like craters of fire. And then I could see people. I could sense the heat. The heat was so hot that it would cause the skin of the people there would just bubble up and melt. But it would never stop. It continued to bubble up and it continued to melt over and over and over. And they're screaming, help me. They're screaming. And they could not get relief. And they would scream over and over, help me. It was horrendous. It was a horrendous, never-ending cycle of burning. And the screaming was unbearable. And then I heard high-pitched screeches. It was worse than if you've ever heard somebody scratch their fingernails across a chalkboard. It was 1,000 times worse than that. It would just pierce your ears. It would just make your skin crawl. And it was over and over. And the place smelled, I could see it was like fire and brimstone, literally, just words literally out of scripture. It was firing, flames of brimstone, fire, never ending, never stopping. I could feel the fear, the terror, the torment. And I woke up feeling the terror and hearing sounds of explosion and feeling within myself just shaking underneath the explosions that you can't stop. It never stops. Whatever your worst fear is, it was going over and over, the torment over and over. Your biggest regrets were over and over. The tormenting, the time never stopped. It never ended. And then I was trying to wake up. And I woke up. And I could see this black, evil presence just around me. And it started coming towards me.